Well, we may be a month away from Christmas, but we are opening ourselves up to the idea of sweet treats now. And joining us now is Adam Chandler. He's a pastry chef, chocolatier, co-owner of Beta5, and they have just opened a new space right beside their existing shop, so customers can now sit and enjoy the chocolate and the other treats that they make as well. Adam, hi, welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Now, I know you've been around for a few years, but the name, Beta5, it sounds kind of sci-fi, robotic. Why?
Yeah. So in culinary school, I actually hated chocolate. I couldn't figure out how to work with it. I fought with it endlessly. It wasn't until I started to understand more of the science that I started to connect with it more as an ingredient. So Beta5 is actually a reference to the cocoa butter crystal structure. Cocoa butter is a special fat that can crystallize in a bunch of different forms. The Beta5 crystal gives the chocolate its nice shine and then the snap as well. So sort of a little bit of my story about how I connected with chocolate.
A little bit more of a scientific mind.
A little bit,
in
yeah.
that sense, you've got to do. Well, I don't know where to start here. Why don't you take us through some of your holiday treats?
Yeah, for sure. So we've come up with this idea for the Christmas collection this year. So it's kind of about Santa's magical journey around the world, delivering presents to kids all over the place. So
universal.
Exactly, yeah. So we've got the Rudolph head to begin with, Rudolph leading the charge of the journey. So we had a friend of ours design a custom mold for us to have a nice little fun piece for the table.
Like, he's beautiful. I mean, that could just be a sculpture on its own. I love that design. It is like modern art.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and what are all these little balls
So we've got our little Christmas chocolate collection as well. So flavors referencing from different places all around the world. So Japan, Sicily, Northern Europe, and then some more classic Canadian American flavors.
But all in there?
All in there,
you don't know until you bite in, really.
Exactly, yeah. So we've got
so
like
you don't need the guide. It's a little bit of a surprise box.
You can make it a surprise box, or you can reference the guide if you want more of a choose your own adventure kind of thing.
Okay.
And then we've got some classic peppermint patties. Then a couple of fun little candy bars here that we do.
Candy balls.
Candy balls.
So what's in this one?
This is Rudolph's Nose, we're calling it. So it's a tropical fruit caramel, a coconut melt away, and then a caramelized coconut praline.
Oh man, this one looks a little foreboding.
This is the lump of coal. So the thing that we're always threatened with at Christmas, if we don't behave ourselves, we're going to get coal in our stocking.
Right.
This is the coal that everybody's going to want to get this year. It's a pecan praline and pop rock praline, eggnog ganache, and then a dark rum caramel.
Ooh, it sounds like some scientific combinations there as well.
Absolutely.
So basically, if you bite into the lump of coal, this is what you get.
Yep.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
Is that time consuming to put that together?
A little bit, yeah.
That's a labor of love?
It all is, yeah,
a labor
but that's
of
part
love.
of the fun.
Okay, now I know that you're known for your chocolates, but you've come up with something else that has been a real draw for Beta5 customers. What is this?
So this is the cream puff, and this is the one flavor that we've actually been making the exact same way for the past 7 years, ever since we launched them. So this is the vanilla cream puff. It's just like a nice classic flavor. For me, it's the one that I always go for, sort of like a nice reference point where we can establish, like, look, we know what we're doing.
No surprises,
Exactly.
that kind of...
So it's a nice, light, rich vanilla custard, barely sweet vanilla chantilly cream on top, and then a little bit of texture from a pearl sugar. And
okay, but I think
sugar.
it's also this that makes it so special. It's that it's like the perfect croissant, but this it's got that crumbly, flaky, they just eat over your plate, and whatever happens below, it's fine.
It's all about the mess.
It is about the mess. So you've got some different flavors in these?
Yeah, we have 9 different flavors all the time. So there's 6 that are always on the menu, like vanilla, Vietnamese coffee, lychee rose, raspberry Earl Grey. There's a bunch of different flavors, and there's 3 that we rotate through monthly.
It sounds so Vancouver. You know, we do have that sort of multicultural influence.
Absolutely.
Don't you,
Yeah, absolutely.
we get to make something?
Yeah, we're going to make something. So we'll finish off with the chantilly cream here.
Can I do it?
Yeah, go for it. Okay. So we're just going to pipe a nice little bulb of cream on the top. So if you keep the bag like just straight up and down.
And do I just keep going down?
Yeah, and you can lift the tip up a little bit as it starts to fill.
Oh, okay. Well, you show me one. I should watch. I should watch first.
So we start like low to the surface.
Oh,
and
I
then
see.
Just pipe and pull up a little bit.
See, if customer got that, they're saying, "Wait a second." Okay.
There's one more there.
I'll do one. So I'll start. You can't build on top of it now that I've started.
Well, we can build on top of it. Yeah, that'll work
You got to
too.
be.
And then just pull up a little bit. There we go.
Okay, that'll work. Well, then they won't be able to tell.
Put the lid on top.
More or less. I'm going to fill this one up now.
Absolutely. They'll all taste the same.
It is taste the same exactly when you close your eyes.
And then we just finish with a little dusting of icing sugar.
Isn't that gorgeous? So I'm intrigued by the fact that now you have a place not only to have a quick bite on the go or take with you, but now you can sit and enjoy. How would you describe sort of the ambiance and the space that you've just opened?
So we're in a bit of an industrial neighborhood. We
Yeah.
wanted to kind of stay true to some of that. So it's relatively minimal, but some bright pops of color. We had a local artist paint a mural for us for a pop-up a couple of years ago. So we've got that in the shop. Some lights from the local light designer, Bocce. Nice little
Beautiful.
display in the center there. And then it's really showing off the product.
Right.
A couple pops of color, minimal, clean, fun space. Yeah.
I'm going to challenge you with a question here now, and you probably don't have an answer. But how much chocolate and sweets is too much chocolate and sweets?
I guess it depends on who you are,
Yeah.
right? It's fun. It's fun. Everybody walks into the space, and the first thing you're hit with is the smell of the cream puffs baking or the chocolates being made or that sort of thing. And it's funny how quickly you kind of get immune to it when you're there for the day. So it's nice to kind of pop in and out periodically. And then we're always tasting stuff and making sure that things are done how we want them done, or testing new flavors or this sort of thing. So it's just all about having fun.
Adam, I don't want to let you go before I try some of these because my mouth has been watering ever since you had this set up on the table. So any hints for a best way to approach a cream puff?
I'd take the lid off.
Take the lid
It's gonna
off.
squish out a little bit less, get a bit of a cleaner bite, and then just go for it.
Adam, enjoy the holidays.
Thank you.
Congratulations
Thank
on
you
your
very much.
success with Beta5, and thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much.
That is perfection.
Awesome.
I can put the lid back on now.
Yeah, totally.